Hey, welcome to Lego at Lunchtime. Today we're looking at not Lego, but Snap and Switch, 97 pieces, the World of Strawberry Shortcake. There are now 4 sets that have Strawberry Shortcake and her world. This is the Strawberry Shortcake Wishing Well. There are only plastic dolls so far of Strawberry Shortcake. Now there are paper dolls on the back of Lemon Meringue and Huckleberry Pie. If you noticed in the previous video that they had Huckleberry Pie in it, but they had Raspberry Tart. She's right there hanging out on the bridge. Okay. Interesting. Now, before you try to tear this out to use it as a backdrop, make sure that you cut carefully right where the tape is. There's tape right here. I made the mistake of trying to punch it out without getting rid of this part first, or at least alleviating that. That way, when you punch it out, you know, it'll punch out fine. Here, you can run a thing across it if it makes you feel better. I know I personally like to do this, but remember, you have contents inside, so you might want to do this first if you want to. I didn't do it last time first. I didn't even do it at all last time. I just thought, yeah, you know what? Instead of opening the box traditionally, let's do it this way. All right, so we got a little backdrop right here. It reminds me of the Colorform sets. It also has folding lines, so you can fold it to make it stand up more. I really think you can, I wish they would have made these little plastic things you could put on the bottom to make it stand up. That would have been really cool. But they did it for the paper dolls, these things, but they could have made little plastic ones, or you could probably just make one out of Lego, I guess, or make it blocks or something else. All right, so the instructions and stickers. Here's the stickers. We'll probably end up using them for this particular kit. I'm going to put the box in the background because I always like to look at it while I'm trying to build. All right, for the instructions, you're going to have to put the doll together. We're going to compare the doll to the previous doll. If I can get the instructions apart. I've been cleaning all day. Oh, that's one of the reasons I'm zoomed in. All right, so here's the doll. Here's instructions for step number 1 through 4. Take a picture or a screenshot or whatever, or pause it if you need this. People kept asking me for those instructions, and by the time they asked me, I've already put this away in the storage. Put them into storage. This one will probably go into storage. I'm not like, ooh, a wishing well. I don't know. We'll see after I build it. I'm thinking, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but I do love it. It's $6 for this set. Just keep that in mind. And I got it at Five Below, but again, you know, Five Below is no longer really Five Below. It's 5 is just a random number at this point. The first thing we're going to do is put together the doll. All right, so her head has got, look, basically your basic Lego head. Let me zoom in. She's got hair and the little hat. Now you notice there's no way to connect these two, but there's a little thing right here. Looks like a little cherry on the top. I'd put it into the hat first. With your finger on top of it, pressing it, stick it into her hair, and then put it on her head. That's probably the best way to do it. I did it the other way last time. It worked fine. The arms can be a little hard to do. So you might have to get your kids to do it for you because they're younger and they can handle this painfulness, so we don't have to, when you're getting too old for this mess. And you always get an extra hand, so it'd be nice to have an extra hand once in a while, wouldn't it? So Thing is skipping out of Wednesday Addams' world and coming over to the Strawberry world. Nice. Before I go on, let's compare the two dolls. I'm pretty sure they're the same because so far it seems like they're all the same, but yep, pretty much the same. I don't see any difference. They do got back painting, which is what Lego, they probably do now. I just think, you know, I'm old school, so Lego used to have not printing all the way around. All right, we got pieces here. And this side, this time the plate, the base plate is actually inside the package. It's the brown piece. All right, the printed piece is right here, which is great because it's going to be out of sight. Now these have two sides. This side is the clean side. This side is got the little fuel or the system injected plastic parts. I try to hide those by putting them on the inside. So on this plastic plate, this one goes on like this first, and then this one goes on here. This is step number 1. Step number 2, we're going to put some little things, I guess strawberries. So we got to put 2 of these like this, One goes right here in the corner. You got to build another one. So you're marrying the leaf and the little, I don't know what kind of piece it is. All right, I think it goes here. It's hard to tell on the schematic. They got one flower. There are two different types of flower types, but I only see one in this one. It's the more, looks like a gear. You put this on a leaf as well, and you only build one of these for now. It appears it goes right here. All right, next step, we're actually gonna start putting the well down. So I'm gonna find that printed piece and put it on the bottom. I guess like this. Now to make it just wide enough, we're gonna put another piece down. Like this. And we're gonna put this piece on there to make the base slightly big enough. I know you're really thinking $6 for this. Why gosh, this is the end of the world. It's still cheaper than Lego, and it's just as good a quality in my personal opinion. I know some of you are like, blasphemy, blasphemy. Yeah, whatever. I've dealt with it all my life. People are, you know, Lego snobs. I've always liked the boot Lego ones because I feel like sometimes they make better sets, in my opinion, because they're just more interesting. Like when I was a kid, the first ones I remember were not Mega Blocks, they were actually Tycho blocks. And they had these robots that turned into helicopters and tanks and stuff. And I was like, why isn't Lego doing this? Like, my gosh, it's so much better. We're not putting the stickers on yet, which is surprising because I feel like after I build up, I'm going to be able to put the stickers on. But this is now step number 4. Step number 5, we're going to build the 2 side parts to the well. So we're going to get one of these pieces like this. We're going to put on it a flat 1x1 white piece. We're going to do this twice, I guess. I can't tell. Yep, nope, it is not going to be twice. This one is just a plain old 1x1 block. And then we're going to have the piece for the turnstile for to pull the, you know, the bucket out of the well, which I don't think the well's very deep personally. This is going to go on this side. Be careful pushing it down because it can make it flip out. The other side, we're going to actually have this again, a 1x1, but we're going to have a different piece right here. It's going to be a washing machine. So here's the washing machine. What I mean is a little point going out. Looks like a washing machine or a robot head. Robot heads are usually ones with four of these things, like all on 4 sides. And then we got another piece where the Technic piece would probably go through, or whatever. It's like a Technic piece. This one goes out like this on this side. Be careful pushing it all the way down because if you try to push too hard, you might make it flip out. All right, this piece is going to be used right now. So we're going to build a vine kind of thing. So on this vine, tree part, whatever, flip it to the side where the studs are out, put a leaf on the stud. And then we're going to put some white flowers on these. So we got a white flower on the top, a white flower on the leaf, like this. I zoomed out too much. Here we go. And then we can put a red strawberry right here. Okay, and that's going to go on the side right here. All right, that's step number 6, except we also need a little bucket for step number 6 as well. So it's these 2 pieces. And this one goes right here. So the bucket's just going to sit there. I guess you're not going to actually, I didn't see any string, so I guess that would make sense. I thought we were going to have string to put the bucket with it. That's a teeny tiny bucket. You must not be really getting a lot of water. Oh, these pieces are good. I like this piece a lot. And then these pieces right here that go on top of them are usually used for the not Matchbox, Hot Wheels cars, so that you can get a 3-piece into a 2-piece to give them just enough room for their arms. So we're going to do that twice. So in other words, we're putting a cap from 3 to 2 on top. And you know where these are going to go. I can already tell you. I even look at the map. For step 7, they're going to go right here. Just trying to keep that thing from moving around while I'm trying to line everything up. All right, here we go. Now the rod that goes through that thing. Okay. On this part of the rod, We're gonna put this, this, and then the ball joint right here. The little mixel ball joint thing. We're gonna stick that through both of these, holding it tight on one side while you're putting the little dowel or the whatever you call it, the piece that kind of keeps it from sliding back, like a washer sort of. Not like a washer and dryer, not that kind of washer. All right, so that way you can turn it, and if you put a string there, you can put the bucket on the string. But I was like, it doesn't come with string. Okay. All right, looks like now we can put this down, and we're gonna start building the roof. We're gonna raise the roof. All right, so we got step number 8. We grab one of these, and we put 2 of the thingamabob pieces, the bending points. All right. Step number 9. It looks like we're building on more pieces before we put anything else on. That's fine. So for step number 9, we're using these pieces. There's 2 different ones. Okay, that's what I was a little confused about. So on one side, we're going to have this piece, this piece. It's going to be very simple. It's these 3 pieces. That one goes on this side over here. Okay. On this side, it's a lot more complicated. We got this piece. It goes on top of one of these, like a regular 2x1 plate. Then we got a piece that does this. And let's see, on top of that. Yep, okay, so there is going to be one of these, and it goes on a 1x2 plate. And then it goes on top of this. Like that. It goes on this side so that it's pointing out like that. All right, on this piece, there's a lot of things going on here. All these little things like this that are fish scale looking, you're gonna put them on this part first. So we're making the shingles basically, even though the shingles are not looking like real shingles because they're not, well, you know, it's pretend shingles, so whatever. It's not really going to keep water out. Although it's all plastics, I guess it will keep water out just fine. All right, and then on the back side, we're going to put those little connector pieces. Where's my drink at? I was like, I need a drink. I need some water. All right, hold on just a second. I'm going to get like a cough drop at least. My voice is getting dry because I'm not used to talking so much. All right. I talk too much. I never be quiet. Oof, I heard something break. I hope that was just coming undone. I hope it didn't actually break one of those because those things scare me sometimes, but they all look good. All right, so it might be better to put those on and then put it on this. That might be the better option, like that. All right. Okay, I'm like looking down because I'm looking like left, right, left, right, left, right. No, it keeps on going straight across. The other side, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to put this on this. And if anything's taught me anything, I'm going to put this on first. Push it that way. Then put it on. I think that would be a lot safer for those pieces. I hope I didn't use some kind of bad words because I pick up bad words from people all the time. All right, so got it like this. All right, for this side, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put the shingles on. Nobody here gets shingles. I have never gotten it, thankfully, but one of my friends did. He said it was horrible. Of course, he didn't have a kidney stone before, so I couldn't ask him, was it worse than a kidney stone? Because that was like the worst thing I've ever experienced. I was like, I don't know about you guys, but I've had 2 in my life, and that's too many. All right, let's stick this on right here. I am thinking that I put it up too high, so put it down one. Like that. I was about to say, is it supposed to be like that? No, I got this side too high, which is easily fixed. There we go, right here, right here. So now it's like this. All right, so we're still not done. We got to put some decoration on the side, but I'm going to put it on here first. So I feel like the decorations are tertiary. Now I know why we had to put the 3 to 2. All right, that's right there. We're gonna put some decoration. That's why that's there, to put one more vine there. All right, but the vine. Okay, we start off with this. This at the top, a flower on this part right here. All right, part 12, part 2. This is gonna go right here. A strawberry is gonna go right here. And a strawberry on the tip. And I don't know what I was doing because I pulled it back off after it on. This is very flexible, so just keep that in mind. We only have 2 white flowers left, which is exactly what we're gonna need. So we put this right here. And this little white flower goes right here on the original one. And all of that is gonna go, where do you think? Right here. Oops, snag it. So that's a good thing about having this be on an opening thing. All right, so then it's a very unstable right here. This is not very stable. All right, there it is. And there's stickers, of course, going around this, but it's okay. It's not my favorite build in the world. I see some really useful pieces here. I think these would be useful. The stickers, of course, would go and make it like bricks. Where'd I put the stickers at? So we got like a little butterfly sticker going on the shingles, a little ladybug sticker. And then these can go around the thing, but I don't know. I kind of like using these for something else in the future. So it's cute. It's a wishing well. It's got lots of really cool pieces like these and this. And I can see it being used for other things. So we got her at the wishing well. You can always keep the wishing well and put coins in it and make a little wish every time you put one in. All right, so which one do you think's better and why do you pick the house? Just curious, do you like the wishing well or do you like the house better? Let me know in the comments. And would you pay $6 for these? And how much would this cost in Lego, you know, if it was a Lego property? I'm guessing at least $10, maybe more, because it's 97 pieces, and a minifigure. Probably maybe $12 is what I'm guessing. So it's about half the price you pay for Legos. I just kind of wish they would have done a little bit more, like putting little pieces on here to keep this a little more strong. But I kind of think that's kind of cool. It's like, ooh, maybe this is like a secret chamber. It's like she's going in here to sleep at night like a vampire. It's strawberry vampire. Oh, there we go. It's like, rise from your grave. I will rule the night. Yes, I have a very warped sense of humor sometimes. Yeah. So, all right. I hope you guys have a very good day. Thanks for watching.